is there a way to salvage this thing? What the court needs and is grappling with is whether there's any limiting principle that would protect the confidentiality of their own deliberations of what goes on in the CIA and the Oval Office and so forth, and yet give some access to an institution like a jail where there's no legitimate claim to confidentiality. And that deals with the very existence of a First Amendment right of access. How broad does it go? What's the point at which the court can say, no, the First Amendment doesn't apply there, starting from scratch? And that is one issue, and the other one is the one of press exceptionalism, in which Justice White took me to task in the remainder of the argument for seeking special rights, special status, special privileges for the press that the general public didn't have. And you have to quiet the court down on both of those issues in order to satisfy them. And as I say in the book, the old chestnut about Supreme Court arguments is that for every argument there are actually three arguments. There's the one that you outline in great detail and practice in the weeks before the argument that covers all of the bases, that neatly sums up all the issues, that anticipates the question, and you have that before you. That's one. And then there's the argument that you actually get to deliver, in which you stumble, you bumble, you're interrupted with questions, you never get to your outline, and it's a disaster. And the third argument is the one that you think of in the taxi on the way back to your hotel after the event, that would have taken that question and turned it around and wrapped it up in a nice package and walked off with a triumph for your client. But as I say in the book, that argument has never occurred to me in the decades since the KQED argument. And if you guys have an answer to all of those questions, I would be delighted to hear it. There's more to be said about the decision, of course, in KQED, and the follow-up to it, and the extent to which there is, despite the KQED decision, a limited First Amendment right of access to some government facilities. And then the question is, well, how about a First Amendment right to executions? And we'll consider those questions on Thursday. Let's quit early today so that you can pick up your papers. Lots of time to do that. I'll put on some soothing music. Don't mess up my piles.